stunt. Diamonds look like they glowing. 50 stacks all singles, I make it look like it's snowing. Treat them like jack boys, catch them slipping and slang them. Treat them like jack boys, catch them slipping and slang them. Then I'm still gon' stunt. Diamonds look like they glowing. 50 stacks all singles, I make it look like it's snowing. Treat them like jack boys, catch them slipping and slang them. Treat them like jack boys, catch them slipping and slang them. Diamonds look like they glowing. 50 stacks all singles, I make it look like it's snowing. Treat them like jack boys, catch them slipping and slang them. Treat them like jack boys, catch them slipping and slang them. Then I'm still gon' stunt. Diamonds look like they glowing. 50 stacks all singles, I make it look like it's snowing. Treat them like jack boys, catch them slipping and slang them. Treat them like jack boys, catch them slipping and slang them.
All right, let's get into it. Right. I was planning on rescheduling, but then tomorrow's not a good day for me. So I'm gonna just get this shit over with. First and foremost, I like to get this particular thing out the way. And as I told you, I think it was either the day before, or the current day that, of course, I'm going to show you the evidence of who has been vandalizing this school and who wants attention more than ever before. And apparently I get contacts, I get DMs, I get all these things saying that FDMG will not open. And there's a reason why that is. Or it's not going to be one of the reasons why FDMG is not operational, and one of the reasons why Umar can't get what he can get done in a timely fashion is going to be right in front of you in seconds. Now, I used to think, and I still think, that Lenonada had everything. It has pretty much mostly to do with what Umar is going through. But needless to say, he had a little help. Needless to say, he had a little help and he had a little influence by the boogeyman, who they call the boogeyman. Don M. I'm sure you've seen it. I'm sure you've seen the caption I'm sure you've seen the picture. Everybody done seen it. Everybody done commented on it. So I said, fuck it. Why not? Because I wasn't going to say anything unless Umar was going to say something. And finally, he put the shit out. No, Donald M. vandalized the school. Please send help. And it's windy than a motherfucker out. Now, this dude right here is not mainly responsible. I don't want to put the whole shit out there. I don't want to put the whole blame, but he is partially to blame for why FGMG has been pretty much been out of sync lately, and pretty much why the school has been fucking vandalized. And he did most of the vandalizing. He did most of the vandalizing. He did most of the putting the garbage out there. He did. I think he was the one that destroyed that toilet or whatever the fuck. Because apparently, I'm still looking for the video where he had that sledgehammer. He had a sledgehammer in his car. He had a sledgehammer, and he got out of somebody's car. I was like, what the hell is a homeless dude doing with somebody's car? Anyway, he gets out the car and he goes in the trunk and gets a sledgehammer. I digress. But apparently, he goes and starts spraying. The reason why he put this up today is because this Negro starts spray painting the gymnasium, the outside of the gymnasium. And I said, huh, apparently he hasn't learned his lesson. And I know that because he sent me a DM. The DM that I showed you weeks ago. The DM stating that, yes, I'm the one that shut down Umar's Cash App. Apparently he wants, apparently this Negro wants attention. So if attention, you want attention, you will get. But it won't be by me. It will be by the police, though. It will be by the police. Because I'm not playing this game with you. I'm not playing this game with nobody here. I'm not playing this game with no AFW. I'm not playing this game with Lennon. I'm not playing this game with anybody. All right, especially Don M. You want attention, you got it, but you're gonna get it from the boys in blue. It's like where's the proof? Where's the evidence that this particular person? You don't. We have proof. Obviously, you don't know. People don't know this person like we know this person. They used to be in our sector, but needless to say, I'm just glad that Umar finally put the shit out there. And so hopefully, the police are going to investigate, and that's mainly it. There's your vandalizer right there. Enough said. There's your vandalizer. There's your person that threw a brick at the window. There's your person that took a sledgehammer to the toilet or whatever. I don't know how many things he destroyed. I don't know how many things he had stolen. I mean, I wish this dude would have never hired Don M in the first place, but I get, he wanted to. He basically he had a heart. He basically wanted to give this man a chance, and I mean, we can go back and forth with the whole going down memory lane story, but this ain't the time for it. This is not the time for it. I'm going to tell you like this here. I hope he gets caught. I hope he get fined, but he's going to start wiggling, trying to wiggle his way out of it. He's going to try to plead a deal. He's going to try to say, oh, Umar owed me some money from 3 years ago. Nigga, you took him to court, and didn't you just take this nigga to court like 3-4 years ago? Hello, Senator One, how you doing? Didn't you just take this Negro to small claims court for $3,000, but tried to boost it up and said you wanted 15 grand? And obviously you kept effing around, didn't show no evidence. You had no evidence to prove that he scammed you. No evidence to prove it whatsoever. But needless to say, they I don't know how they sell. I forgot how they sell it. But either way, sell it, and he's not happy about it. He's not happy about it at all. And this is the reason why he's still chanting Umar's name to this very day. And a couple of times threatened Umar, a couple of times, allegedly, with the sledgehammer, allegedly. So, I mean, with that being said, we can move forward. And I'm not bothered. I'm not bothered by this dude. I'm not bothered by any other. I'm not bothered by any of his flunkies. What so freaking ever. I am, however, bothered by the fact that there are a lot of people who still don't think. But this is just the underlining. This is just the underlining. People don't think that this school is going to school's going to open. I mean, that's their belief. I don't have to prove a damn thing, and neither does he. I don't have to prove a goddamn thing, and neither does he. I'll say it again. I don't have to prove a motherfucking thing, and neither does Umar. He doesn't. People always asking me stupid ass questions. Why does he do this? Why didn't he do that? Why can't he just go to these portals and go digital and do all this shit? You could have developed money that way. Coulda, woulda, shoulda, whatever. Why didn't he go to these? Why didn't he just purchase the trailers? The trailers are cheap. Wait a minute. Niggas got a lot of nerve to tell Umar what to do, right? But then you start buying MJs that cost $250, right? We'll wait in line. Get out of work if they're working swing. Let's just say they work swing, right? And swing is like 3 to 11. You would literally go to the mall, even when it's windy out, and you would sit there and you would buy and you would wait till the mall opens, right, to get these damn raffles, because you can't just easily just go up in the mall and just get you a pair. You get raffled, and you better in hopes that you win, right? So you're sitting there for 12 hours, 16 hours, for this mall to open up around 10 o'clock. The mall opens up at 10 o'clock. It don't open up at 9 no more. It opens up at 10. It opens up at 10 o'clock. I mean, you can go in there. It just ain't no, security's not going to let you in there. They're gonna let people who just, like elderly people who jog and stuff like that. But if they figure out that they already know who's gonna go be going in there for what, they know that. So you out there, and even in a cold dead of winter or in a hot of summer, you are literally out there sleeping, chilling, taking your little, taking your chairs out there and standing in line for hours, and you have the nerve. Y'all buy the most expensive shit. I see y'all out there in the casinos, spending hundreds and hundreds of dollars, right? You spending hundreds and hundreds of dollars at the casino. You going to the strip clubs. You going to uh, um, Cheesecake Factory. You going to Cheddar's. You going to the mall. You going to all these other places that don't even have your name on them. If they don't have your name on them, you ain't supporting black-owned businesses. I mean, there used to be a time, right? There used to be a time where on a Friday night, there was these black-owned stores where I live, back in Lansing, Michigan, right? And there would be just brothers and sisters would be just hanging out and just chilling in the parking lot, having our music blared, right? Just chilling, having a good time because we had our own barbershop, right? It was right next to Little Caesars, and a little grocery store, right? We was freaking chilling. Can't do that no more because we don't own our grocery stores. We don't own our supermarkets. We don't even own a poppy field. We don't own shit. Nothing. Nada. But you have the nerve to get on me about what Umar's doing. How much is he spending? Where's the money at? Where's this and where's that? Where's your money, nigga? Did you donate? When's the school gonna open? Did you donate? When's the school gonna open? Did you donate? It's been 10 years. No, it hasn't. Have you donated? Have you donated? If you want better, you pay for better. King Randall has a school, government paid. Cuba has a school, community center. Then you get on me about some dude, Travis Ice. I seen that school before. I seen that school before. Again, government owned. The next thing you know, you're gonna ask me about LeBron James' school. LeBron James don't even have a school. You're gonna tell me about Jalen Rose, and you're gonna tell me about P Diddy. You're gonna tell me about P motherfucking Diddy. This is a shame, man. This is a shame. I was like, why do you keep doing this? You go on and on and on. It's like I have to. You know why? Because nobody else would do it. I know. I take that back. There will be people who would actually do it, right? But they are not the type of people who would get into the rah crux of it. You know what I'm saying? They don't get into the arguments like I get into the arguments with some of these folks. Which a friend of mine, she got on me the other day. It's like, why must you waste your time arguing and fighting amongst these people? when they absolutely positively don't care for his situation or yours. I said, you're right. But at the same time, you have to stand for something. You know what I'm saying? You have to stand for something or fall for anything. What are my wife and kids doing right now? That is crazy. That is freaking crazy. All right. Do a cool down period. Might as well.
What was his name? Lewis Sheridan Leary. He also died in that war. John Brown took 21 men.
Oops. Oop, I'm so sorry. I am so freaking sorry. That was the wrong one. Sorry about that. That was the wrong one. That was the wrong one. But either way. But yeah, back in those times, back in those Umar sector times, we would be there would be few of us who would be the defenders, and D Durrell was one of them. D Durrell, TCTV, Flocka was in and out. Um, wow, what was it? Wow. I forgot what the brother's name was, but there would be like a handful full of us, right? And it was quite interesting because we was just having fun, right? I kind of like took it to another level or some or some shit. Yeah, it was me. I kind of took it to another level with it, but then I stuck with it. I stuck with it, and then I ended up going in that direction where Umar was actually proving everybody wrong. You see, like I said, is like I told y'all before, a lot of people in those black communities, in those what you call them, hotep communities, especially the ones in New York, those people in New York, they really spoiled you. They spoiled a whole bunch of black people. Now everybody wants to be a sheriff. Everybody wants to hold everybody accountable. Nigga, if you everybody wants to hold everybody accountable. If it's not Umar, then you want to hold a woman accountable. If it ain't a woman, you want to hold your man's accountable. If it ain't your man's accountable, you want to hold the mailman accountable. You want to hold the priest accountable. You want to hold everybody accountable but yourself. That's crazy. You want to hold everybody accountable. Here it is. Here it is. You want to hold everybody accountable, right? Now everybody's making videos and everybody's getting paid, right? Everybody's getting paid. Now, there's a special gentleman that I'm going to be talking about in a little bit because, needless to say, when I started listening to this young man, and I believe he goes by the name, by the way of Brownie Ellie killing it today. She's been on for hours. Brownie Ellie has been on for hours and hours and hours. But yes, she is killing it. She is killing it. Congratulations. Um Aquarius Wave Some dude named Aquarius Wave. I ain't got. I don't want to. I think I got the name wrong, but just in case. But just in fucking case, there's this little guy, right? And he has a strong opinion about the black community. A very, very strong opinion. And I heard this brother in a couple of videos, right? And ultimately, after hearing him for about 5 minutes, I basically just gave up. And I said, this dude don't even, it's not even worth mentioning. It's not even worth mentioning in the same breath as a grifter. I mean, I'm just gonna call him a coon and just keep on pushing, right? But then Umar's name came up. Not only did Umar's name came up, Tariq Nasheed's name came up, and I'm like, why? Again, everybody has. It's like an asshole. Everybody has an opinion, right? Everybody got one. If shit was worth something, poor people would have been born with no assholes. But apparently, this person, I believe he mentioned something along the ways. I'm gonna play a little bit in a minute. I'm gonna play a little bit. I believe he mentioned something about there is no black love. There is no such thing as black love. There is no such thing as black power and all this other yada 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 yada. Like, and then he found out that even I was in the comic section. And after what he said about Umar, which was 100% a lie, I just put in the comment section, just stay white, my brother. Just stay white, my brother. Just stay white. And if you listen to him for at least 5 minutes, you'll know that I mean, he's not a problem child. He's just somebody that didn't belong in the big clubs. Didn't I mean he wanted to fit somewhere back in junior high and high school, and apparently nobody was taking his ass. So he was one of those. He was one of those ones, I guess, that sat in the front, trying to get some attention. And apparently, all the cool kids were in the back. This Sambo. This Sambo is talking about the black community is a sham, and there's no such thing as black couples. I mean, we all should get along together. I just said okay, whatever. But like I said, when he mentioned Umar's name, yeah, it got me triggered a little bit. It got me flustered. And after listening and listening and listening and listening, I played a couple of more videos of his. Now, I'm not a stalker by any means, but it's quite. If you look at if you go to Inquire page, this dude's page, you'll see, and if you hear some of the stuff that comes out of his mouth, oh boy. Now, if you're a FBA, if you're Adolph's, you might have a problem with this guy. I mean, he's already been called a tether. I mean, he gets into his bag, he cuts on his little device, cuts on his microphone, and he gets into his feelings. And he definitely gets into his feelings. But I'm just gonna go ahead and play a little bit. Fair use, fair use. And here he has to say.
said 3 times. Dr. Umar Johnson is a man who I used to follow. I used to believe in most of his rhetoric because I was looking for a sense of belonging, a sense of identity, acceptance. There was a time when I was transitioning out the streets and I was looking for something to attach myself to. And so I found myself becoming basically a Hotep ashwagandha sort of brother. And that led me down this rabbit hole where I found Umar Johnson, who was so compelling in his speech. Like, that's one thing I always give him. The man knows how to communicate, the man knows how to get a message across. But the message he is getting across, I believe, is not only dangerous, but it is also a grift. I believe the dude is finessing. God honest truth, right? Let's get just straight to it. I believe Dr. Umar Johnson does not actually believe everything he is saying. Now, do I believe that the man is not some sort of pan-Africanist, pro-blackity black individual? No, I believe you can have that exist at the same time as he is using that as a means to profit. And again, for me, I understand how some people could believe that what I do is a grift, right? How can a black man be saying these sorts of things? How can you be off the Democratic plantation? Well, that's free thinking. And some people say that, well, you're making so much more money being on that side of the conversation. I promise y'all, if I pandered all day long to black folk, right? Having this armor on right here, if I did nothing else but pander to a black audience, right? In the same way these quote unquote relationship dating coaches pander to women, right? You did nothing wrong. You are perfect. You need to do nothing to change. And everybody else is the problem. You don't need to look within yourself. He's the problem. He's the problem. All of them are the problem. You do whatever you want, queen. You are the table. You are the kitchen cabinet. You are the lamps behind me. You are the books. You are the drapery. You are the ceiling fan. Them type of individuals right there. If I did that all day long, which is the equivalent of what Umar Johnson does to, a pro-black audience, I wouldn't be able to stop the influx and flow of money that is coming my way. It is an extremely profitable space. Selling racism, the race grievance industry is a multi-billion-dollar industry. And unfortunately, it has exploded within the last decade or two, right? After the so-called summer of love, my God, you didn't have enough offering baskets to collect the donations, the tithes that were being given over to the religion of wokeness.
Okay, we're gonna take a break. We're gonna take a bit of a break here, and I'm going to start asking some questions, right? Just to be fair, just to be fair. All right. What he said, what he is saying is, or he is applying that every person with high influence, like let's just say for Dr. Umar, or maybe even Tariq or Dr. Claude Anderson or people of those particular ilks, that they would dare, and I would say dare, go come to or be the voice of the voiceless of our communities that mainly it's been happening for decades, I would say, with the Martin Luther Kings and the Malcolm X's of the world. Those weren't grifts. Those were grifts, but I have a question for you. Since this dude does not believe in racism, he just by the tone of his voice, he doesn't believe in racism. He doesn't believe in black and white. He doesn't believe in none of this shit, right? He believes that everybody should get along to get along, and we are the world, we are the children, and apex and, the color white, ebony, ivory, we are perfect fam, that Negro. So if he believes in that, so oppression never existed? This is his question. So you're saying that oppression never existed? Uh, Jim Crowism didn't have anything, shouldn't have anything else to do on to this very day. Dred Scott has not even Dred Scott hasn't even been addressed in Supreme Court. No one has ever picked up the mic, picked up the mantle, and said, "We are going to dismantle Dred Scott." So you mean to tell me that Dred Scott, oppression, um, prejudiceness, racism in this country, it shouldn't even affect us now because we're living in a day and age of AI? Is this what this tether, although I wouldn't call him a tether because tether in a particular dictionary means to tie your shoe. But anyway, I wouldn't call him that. I'll call him a coon. I'll call him a coon, but that's just too easy. My next question is, if you were a Umar fan, how long were you a Umar fan for? 6 months? A year? How long were you a fan for? And I'll let this video rock.
There was more money than they knew what to do with. They, BLM got so much money that they were forced to buy mansions. They were forced to give vacations, right? They were forced to take these hundreds of millions of dollars and pour them into personal luxuries. There was just so much money. They couldn't pour this money into the community that.
Hello, April. Salute, salute, salute. Thank you for coming.
They purported to be helping, like an Umar Johnson, who has been raising money for a school since the early 60s. Well, that's an exaggeration, but might as well be, right? The man has been raising money for damn near 20 years for this Marcus Garvey institution for boys, and they barely got a damn light fixture up in that space. There have been people who have built 10, 15, 20 schools in that time, but yet he uses the message of because it is for the empowerment of black people, that it is being jammed up, it is being stopped. The powers that be are stopping the school from being created. No, this ain't no grift. No. Forget your common sense. Leave that discernment at the door, my brothers and sisters. Leave the discernment at the door. I'm really channeling the brother right now. Leave your discernment at the door, my brothers and sisters. The reason why the institution has not yet been institutionalized is because it has not been televised. I can't believe I used to listen to this Negro in real time. I genuinely cannot believe that I used to tune into that message.
Okay, so we're going to take a break there. Question. I guess we can start here. How long you said you were an Umar fan for? Was it 6 months, a year and a half? Obviously, if you met the man, if you really paid attention to his teachings, or lectures, if you really paid attention. See, I've been an Umar supporter for over 20 years. Yet have I ran into anything other than his certain addictions. And no, it's not drug addictions because he doesn't do drugs, he doesn't smoke or drink. His infatuation with women. All right, we're gonna just end it right there. Because people are gonna get what is it about women? No. You're getting the wrong idea. You are getting the wrong idea. He wants 2 wives and he believes in polygamy. Most Negroes do nowadays. They believe in polygamy. So I don't even know why it's such a damn shocker. In this day and age, please, I don't even want to hear it. if you're this type of person that still believes in one man, one woman philosophy, then cool. We ain't stopping you, but you ain't stopping Negroes from wanting to have more than one woman. Nowadays, you can't get married here. They're gonna go overseas and get married legally. But anyway, um, you mentioned something about his school being institutionalized for over 40 years, 50 years. He hasn't had, when has he had that school? Since 2019. So 2019, 2020, 2021, 22, 23, 24, 25. So that's 6 years. You are missing roughly, I would say, 14 more years there, sir. You're missing 14 more years. So, I mean, I don't know where you're getting this information from. And mind you, I'm not bragging on the brother because the brother obviously has some black issues. He has some issues with, the black people. And yes, if you are a fan of Umar, you would know that he's a Pan-Africanist for number one. So that must mean he must love his people, whether they're dark, black, blue, purple, or the lightest of the light skin. And you must know, if you were a Umar fan, what you were going to get into when he was going to repeat himself 3 times, even though I don't even know why he repeats it. Well, he did explain it to understand it, understand, overstand, and understand his points of view when it comes to certain subjects or certain topics. Have you ever sat down with the brother and have a conversation? Have you ever looked this man in the eye? Have you ever shook his hand? Have you ever asked him any questions about the community as a whole, since you have such an issue with black people? Oh, the black community. Nah, nigga. No, nah. You definitely have issues. And like I said, I'm not bragging on the brother. He's just like this is gonna be my first and last time even doing this, because he already knows through a lot of people. This is the reason why I call it the Sambo's cabin. This is the reason why I call this segment here the Sambo's cabin. Because like I said, when you listen to his videos, and he has a lot of them, mostly about the black community itself, when you hear him speak, and most likely it's some of it is for shock value, the other times it's for, you think it's basically in his own truths. He's telling his truths and not the truth, which is fine. I often look at him as a person who complains a lot. And like I said, he wasn't one of the cool kids in the classroom. He was, as a matter of fact, he was the Urkel in his class, right? He was the Urkel, which I don't have a problem with nerds, because I used to be one, right? I used to be one. I used to like anime. I used to play video games until 6 o'clock in the morning. I used to do all that. I don't do them anymore because I'm married with a wife and 2 kids. I ain't got time for all that. I do not have time. As you get older, you get wiser. You're supposed to leave childish things behind, but let us continue.
And think to myself, this brother is cooking right here. This man is empowering me. The same man who's telling me that as a black man, the white man is over my head and is in control of my life, I have no personal agency, is the very same man that I purported.
Whoa. When has Umar ever said that the white man is over your head and is in control of your life. When have you ever heard him say that? See, this is what I'm talking about when you have these fallacies of any and everything these people say, and you don't look at the bigger picture. He's not saying that white people are in control of your life. He's saying systematically, white folks have control of industries, and we don't have any type of control at all. Which later on, he does play a clip that says, I think the title is "We have no we're racist because we have no power and no influence." And he says, yes, we do have power. We have a power in our words. We have a power in our speeches. We have a power if we just put it all in synchronized gifts and just let the white woman just touch us. And I don't care if you're the other color. It's like, who are these people talking about? It's like, I don't know anything about black things. I don't want to know anything. What about human things? What were you human? Were you human in the 1800s? Were you considered a human being in the 1800s? Weren't your ancestors enslaved? Aren't you from another country, sir? I mean, weren't your people suffering in the worst types of ways? And they didn't think of you as a human being. They didn't think of you as a human being at all. Did they hold like birthday when your birthday came up? Which, no, I don't think anybody celebrated any birthdays, but they just did they treat you? Did they have like a birthday cake for your ass when you was picking cotton? Oh no, they just gave you liquor. Yeah, they just gave you liquor in hopes of you having, parties and at night on a Saturday night. Because Sunday, you're going to the white man's church. You're a white man's church, and who is your preacher? Who was your preacher? Nat Turner was your preacher. And they forced Nat Turner to preach certain sermons. Because for those who forget, that Nat Turner preached, was a young lad and was into the Bible, right? And so he prayed one day after getting his back slashed, and his wife was pregnant, right? And they beat his wife to the point where she died, and the baby died along with her. And so all that sermon went out the window, and he went up to where he basically slept. He's, you slept with you slept in the same house as a slave master, right? So he went upstairs, looked at the slave master, and deleted him. And then later on took his head, held it up for the other slaves to see, and say, "We are now free." And so they went on a tearing spree. Oh, let's not get into all that, because I don't want to scare. You don't want to scare the white people. You don't want to scare the white people. You're a racist. Black people can be racist. This is this guy. Black people can be racist just like white people can be racist. Where are social? This is a social construct, sir. These things were designed and made for the white man to make you fearful of him. So when he comes up to you and tells you, get down, boy, the first thing to go is your mind. You didn't have a mind because they're the one. There was the one thing that the white man took from you was your mind. Because he knows he can't outmatch you. He know in width and muscle and strength. He knows he can't outrun you because we run too fast. He knows he cannot outbox you. He knows he can't do anything. So the one thing that he has on you is the great equalizer, the gun. Influences by other slave masters. Take the body, or take the mind, keep the body. Take the mind and keep the body. And that's why for so many years, so many centuries, that you have so many influences. He must not know about the Rothschild or the Bilderbergs or anything like that. He must not know, or even if he does know, and even doesn't know how much of an influence that white America has on him, he's more of a goofball than I take him for.
To be empowering. A man whose entire foundation is rooted in racism. Yeah, I said it. Racism. If there was a white man who was espousing the very same things, my God. If there was a white man who was becoming famous on social media in this modern day and age for saying we need racial segregation, right? The races must not intermingle. You are seen as a radical far right extremist. You are the K, and the other K. But yet the Nation of Islam, and I know Brother Umar Johnson is not a part of the Nation of Islam, but he does carry some of the same sentiments as the Nation of Islam. Mind y'all, that's not AI right there. I actually used to do voice acting and acting and things of that nature. So don't worry. That's real time Umar Johnson. Umar Johnson. Still carrying his slave name, by the way, but I guess we just overlooked that part.
False again. If you knew Umar Johnson, aka Ifatunde Oguntade, Ifatunde Oguntade. Why am I channeling my inner Umar right now? But anyway, he took away the Johnson, and he has been E5 for 5 years, 6 years, because he went to the motherland. And I'm just gonna put the word Baba out there. Baba gave him his name, right? Just like Jamal Johnson, his father gave him his name. Baba in Africa, in Ghana, gave him his name. I guess it stands for to hope or some things like that. But anyway, so if you know Umar, why would you think that? No, I said that wrong. I apologize. I truly apologize. If if you don't think that racism does not exist, if you don't think that prejudiceness is not a real thing, then I challenge you to some things, right? I challenge you, my broham, to walk up to an owner of a store, right? No. That's too easy. No. I wouldn't want you to do that. Walk up to a police officer while he is choking and harassing, because there is a such thing as police brutality. So I want you to walk up, don't record, don't take out your phone and record. I want you to walk up to that officer and tell him to stop killing us. Can you do that? Can you do that, my brother? Can you stop the number one killer of black folks? And I'm talking about, I'm not talking about in a deep physical sense. I'm talking about in this sense. The number one killer of black people is you. What are you talking about, We-On-Loc? The number one killer of black people is people like you, who go around pandering to white folks, just like those people in the White House. Just like those people in the White House. Just like when Kanye West was pandering to Donald Trump. Just like when and I hate saying his name, but he has to be accountable. Just like Martin Luther King Sr. was pandering to Donald Trump. Right? Or you're Jesse Jacksons. You're Jesse Jacksons of the world. How did the police stop killing us? Oh, no, that's too much like right. Because again, you don't believe it. You don't believe in black and you do believe in black and white. You do believe in those things. You do believe that you can get along with your oppressor. You do believe in that. You do believe that people don't have any excuses, that they can go out there and they can grind, they can get a job, and they can be something of themselves. They sure can. However, can they get their foot in the door? See, there was a story that Chris Rock said this story, right? He said something to this, and I'm paraphrasing. A black C student can't work at a it can't be a manager at Burger King. A black C student can't do all types of things, right? But a white C student can be the president of the United States of America, aka George Bush Sr. or Jr. rather. I'm sorry, Jr. So George Bush Jr. was a C+ student in high school. Yeah, he's president of the United States of America. You have Barack Obama. Barack Obama never claimed his Africanity. His father's a Kenyan. He never knew his father. Oh, and by the way, where's Michelle? Uh-oh. Where's Michelle Obama? Where's Michelle Obama? Where's she at? I guess he sold too many sellout cupcakes. Too many.
Yeah, Brother Umar holds a lot of the same sentiments as the Nation of Islam, who was allowed to get away with some of the most racist things I've ever heard. My God.
Okay, I almost forgot. So you're going to compare Umar to the Nation of Islam. I would say the old me would say you're out of your damn mind, but the new me is going to say this. They have some similar traits, but yet he would if he would have had a choice, right? If he were to work side by side with the nation, I guarantee you, if he was still alive to this day, Dr. Khalil Muhammad and Brother Umar, there would have been work done. Black people would have something to cheer for again. Brother Umar And Dr. Khalil Muhammad, a cracker is a cracker is a cracker. Do you think Louis Farrakhan, and no disrespect to Louis Farrakhan, I love him. I love him. But there's some things he needs to answer for. And he's damn near 100 years old. He's not going to help you organize. He's not going to help black people organize. But for you to name and to put the Nation of Islam in your mouth, as well as the FBA or ADOS, and you're acting like this, yeah, no wonder people call you a coon, sir. Sir. How many things? How many? Instead of doing videos, why don't you show and prove what you're gonna do for the black community? Oh, that's too much like right.
I mean, white people were made by Yakub, who was an evil scientist, an evil doctor who tried to create an evil version. Wait a minute, Cat Williams voice. What? How is that not? That's got to be racist. Like, I don't understand how that's just allowed to float about freely, right? We need to separate the races. Black men, if a white woman is interested in you, a woman who is not of your own ethnicity, of your own race, even though we're all the human race, but anyway, if they are a different complexion from you, if they are, not of your own melanin content, then essentially they're just using you, right? God forbid that this person actually loves you for who you are and you don't look like them. God forbid that be the truth. You've been rejected by people who look like you your whole life, and then you've been accepted by those who didn't. And now you're supposed to give your racial allegiance to those who rejected you. How does that make sense? To hell.
I'll tell you how it makes sense. Why don't you ask those before you how well white people have been treating black folks in this century and in the past? How many good white folk? Just name some good white folk. Let's name some good white folk right now. Jane Elliott. Yeah, that's a good white folk right there. Hotep. That's a good white folk right there. Tim Wise. That's some good white folk right there. That's a good white folk right there. Let me ask you a question. Have they done anything systematically to help us through our system to be unsystematically oppressed? Sir? I mean, they marched with us. They stood by us, yet when it comes to doing the actual work, we can't find them. They scattered off just like Justin Timberlake scattered off when Janet Jackson had that malfunction happen to her back in I forgot what Super Bowl that was, but he scattered off just like Kid Rock. My name is Kid Niggers. He said, my name is Kid, and I rock with the best niggers. Oh, he's good now. Oh, he's straightened up now. He love him some black folks now. Man, I used to hang around with the blacks all the time, dude. Like, they're freaking gnarly, man. Can you real quick go to Cincinnati and handle that business down there? Down there in Cincinnati, yeah. I mean, you're from Detroit, right? Kid Rock's from Detroit, right? So he can go down there in Cincinnati and help those other black folks out. When the white supremacists came up in there and the swastikas and they had their rifles, their guns and everything, right? Can he tell the white supremacists to stop? Hell no. Hell no. So why would he do? Why would any white person do anything good systematically for black people? Why? And I don't want to hear, well, we had nothing to do with black people being oppressed back then, but you do benefit from it, right? You do benefit from it. We should separate. That's what you said, right? We should separate. You damn right. You should separate. Malcolm X said it. Dr. Cleo Muhammad said it. At one point, Martin Luther King was flirting with the idea of separation. In his later years, even though it was kind of too late, right? White people have their own industries. White people stolen pretty much everything from our African brothers and sisters, right? The Indians pretty much stole everything. The Arabs pretty much parked their little jihad cars over here, right? Any and everybody who has come over here to the United States of America has basically parked their cars on our feet. And if we were to remove those cars, they are now talking about reverse racism. They are literally talking about reverse racism, reverse racism, reverse racism. There is no such thing as reverse racism because we have no social construct. Where are our grocery stores? Where are our supermarkets? Where are this? Where are that? You haven't even explained that. You can do whatever you want to do as long as you put your mind into it. And me and my white girlfriend are going to go to work.
Even if you weren't rejected, you just happened to align with somebody who does not look like you. And that's problematic. These are the beliefs of a Dr. Umar Johnson. These are the things that he espouses. And I believe these thoughts are regressive. They're dangerous. They take us backwards. They're pulling us away from all the progress that we have made as a people to be judged not on, but instead, the content of who I am. I want to be judged on whether or not I'm a man of integrity, not if I'm a black man or black enough or whatever it may be. I don't want to be judged on those. I really don't. I don't want the job because I'm black. I don't want the relationship because I'm black. I don't want the education because I'm black. I don't want anything because I'm black. I want it on the basis of who I am and how I project myself into the world, the sort of value that I'm able to create within the world. I would rather have that going on than somebody give me a handout because they feel bad because, well, you must be marginalized. You're black. Oh, surely that. And I know there's folks fighting for reparations this day. I'm sure that Umar might be one. I don't know that exact. I think that's been a fluctuation. But, a lot of the pro-blackity black crowd will say, well, you know what? We just got to strip ourselves away from the white man. And I believe that part actually is good. Stop depending on any man. If you are a man and you are depending on another man to take care of you, and you're begging and pleading and fighting and crying, you are the Al Sharpton standing outside of another man's building, pleading for them to give into your demands, you're the problem. That's weakness. That right there I can't respect it. I cannot respect it. That's why the whole activist thing has never really been attractive to me. I get college-aged girls or something like that. But as a man, you're out there go do something. Create something, build something. If you want something, go and get it. If you want something.
There was once upon a time when we actually did build something, sorry. And every time we did build it, either somebody wanted to go to give us money for those institutions or yet burn them down. Right? I don't have to get into the whole Tulsa, Oklahoma, the whole Rosewood thing. I don't have to. And there were so many others of them. So many others. This is We-On-Loc Nation. Who is this?
Sambo.
Hi, Sun Bear. How
Hey,
are you?
hey, I wrote in the chat. What happened with Don? When he sabotaged? You said
Um,
he did something to the school again?
yeah, he was caught by the gymnasium outside the gymnasium, vandalizing.
What?
Finally, he finally got through him, and he did more than that. But I digress.
Wow.
Right. So he's basically it's. Let me see. I had. Excuse me. Ooh, there's a lot in the air going on. This is wind blowing a whole bunch of shit. But anyway, um, yeah, he just put up a post.
What you meant
He
on
had
my side,
just put
Eric?
up, huh?
You said there's air on my side.
No, no, it's like this wind blowing is blowing fierce.
Yeah.
But let me
So
stop this and let me. You see it?
not yet. Yeah, that's what I saw. That's how I knew about it. Um, I had heard he was still threatening, but I seen that, and I was like, he actually went back up there and did something else.
He's not gonna. He does stuff every. I don't know if he does stuff every day. He's there every day or whatever, whatever, whatever. But all I know is either something comes up broke, something, somebody throws a brick through a wall, a window, or a toilet gets broken. It's like it's always something, and apparently the only person I can think of is him because you know how I know? He DM'd me the other day.
What? What did he say?
He's what? Let me pull up this. Let me pull him up.
Yeah,
Let me pull up my receipts.
yeah.
My receipts. My
those, those
receipts.
receipts, those darn receipts.
Let's see here. I want the full thing. I don't want the whole. I want the full thing. Let me see. Here it is. Don M. The FDMG Boogeyman 2266. Right? He
Hmm.
says, "Do you want to interview the person who shut down Umar's Cash App? You will get more views and maybe you can make up for 4 years ago."
4 years ago, what?
I interviewed Umar 4 years ago.
It's been 4 years.
Yeah.
I mean, I know
Actually,
you interviewed him. I was there,
actually
but
it's three, but
yeah.
so you're basically mad at me because you're not getting the attention and Umar is getting all the attention. I mean, get over yourself, dude. I mean, you're caught. You are freaking caught. This dude cannot keep his mouth shut for nothing. He's still boiling up at the fact that Umar didn't pay him the rest of his little chump change. But yeah, it's gonna take. Well, I don't even want to get into it. But let's just say, for the sake of argument, that this dude is just like Lenonada, a loser.
Don need to quit it.
He do, but he
He really
won't.
does. I
He
mean,
won't.
it's given obsessed. You already got the court order. I mean, at this point, I think he better stop because
What
if he,
order?
yeah, he got the court. Remember, he
That
sued
was three
Dr.
years
Umar.
ago.
I'm just saying, there's nothing further to do after that. Like
No,
the court, yeah, the court
because
ruled
you
in his
couldn't show your
favor.
shit.
Well, the court ruled in his favor. It's just that he hasn't gotten paid, but I don't believe it's legal for him after the court has done an order. I don't believe it's legal for him to keep on like harassing and stalking the school after that.
How much did they rule on his favor for?
I think the 3,000 that he claimed he was owed, and I think they
Oh
only did that.
no! Oh no! He didn't want the full 15.
He only owed him like 3,000 and some change, like what 3,600 or 3,400. It was somewhere
Ungrateful.
around.
He an ungrateful bitch. That's what he is. An ungrateful bitch. But whatever. If Umar owed him the money, he owed him the money. I'm not worried about that. What I am worried about is when he's doing some off the wall cusp. Just leave him the hell alone. Let me see if I can find. Yeah,
Well,
he pretty much. That's what he pretty much said. But before then, right after the interview, the first one, he said he DM'd me and he said, "Why don't you do an interview with me? Interview me." And what's up with your boy CCC?
um,
Coon cunt consciousness.
um,
You know what I'm talking about.
I don't think I haven't watched him in a while. So
Dude
I
keep
heard he
coming
had
by here
something.
trying to. Dude keep coming by here trying to salt my ass. I'm like, dude, I'm heterosexual. I don't like dudes. I drink pussy out of cans. And your pussy is out there for the world to see. So just do me a favor, leave me alone.
I don't know what's up with these dudes throwing their bussy around. Too much.
Yeah, there was one particular cat that was on the fetal position while his pussy was wide open. But anyway, um, yeah, that's just Don's an idiot. But he's just clearly he just wants attention, and he's gonna get it. He's gonna get it from the boys in blue. So that's mainly uh, three things that I know that he did, which is enough to land him in jail.
Yeah.
Um, that putting some type of, let me see if I can find it. Putting some type of drawing on the school or something, or on that gymnasium part, and then I think he took the sledgehammer that he had and he busted one of the toilets in the either in the gymnasium or in the school because I don't think he can get in. I don't think he can get in the school unless Umar didn't uh, put the key, change the locks on the doors in the back because that's some easy shit to get into. So this is mainly what he did. Can you see that? Need me to blow it up?
Yeah, I can't really see. Like,
Let me see. That's as close as I get. Something about one. I thought it had 187. I thought it had 187 on it. So it says Mr. Donald Murray, aka Dusty Don, has vandalized our FDMG
mirror.
historian or whatever the fuck that is, by inspiring his aspiring his cash app upon it. So basically, he put his cash app on there. He sprayed Is Cash App on there?
Mm-mm, mm-mm, mm.
Wait, it gets worse. Uh, this will be no doubt cost us even more money to repair the damages. Here we go. Repair the damages resulting of his vandalism. Mr. Donald Marie is dishonestly and dis, dis, disingenuously telling the community that we owe him 3 grand while neglecting to account for the thousands of dollars of damages that he had caused in our school, which is correct.
Right.
Um, our amount that fair exceeds what he thinks he is owed. Add to the repairs, to add to this repair repeating threats he has made to my life over the past several years, and so he sprayed on there his Cash App.
Mm-mm-mm-mm.
Wow.
I mean, at this point, I understand that Don wanted his money, but like I had said in that excerpt, it said, I mean, in that note there, it said, he's had to think about the amount of damage that he's done. I mean,
Uh,
before it keeps up and up and up with this, you know, Dr. Umar owes him money.
mhm.
I really don't get it with Don at this point. I don't.
He's broke and desperate. What is there to get?
Okay.
Broke and desperate people want bigger and better things for nothing. I mean, again, I can see it if he owed Don the money, pay Don the money, but deduct. He's right. Deduct the pipes that you took out of the school. Deduct how much the locks were going to cost because you took the keys without permission. I'm like, there's a lot of things that you had done, sir. A lot of things. And let's not forget the fact that you harassed me. I'm not asking for money. I'm asking for peace. Leave me the hell alone.
Right.
But um, with that being said, I want to make it perfectly clear to Mr. Murray and our donors uh, that he will not be receiving any funds from FDMG Academy. Which remember he sued E5, right? He
Right.
didn't sue FDMG, which is a separate entity
Yeah.
because it's not Umar Johnson School, it's FDMG. So, um, where to go? We do not owe him anything, and see, we do not owe anything, and the cost of repair that he now owes us as far beyond the 3 grand that I intentionally, generously, and regretfully offered him. I will be making police reports on this incident. It,
He
it,
has to.
I will say this before I read on. Are you going to make the police report? And if you're going to make the police report, you might as well just go ahead and have a cease and desist letter for linen honor. But I digress. But anyway, where was to include more than 5 years of his threats against my life, paving the way for a defense. Should and I can't read the rest.
I can't see it, so I can't really read it for you.
I'm with you. I'm just trying to see. Let me see. Uh, oh yeah, okay. Yeah, but nope, that's not it. No, this is another part. Peace and Pan Africans, all our Lord donors in the FBMG Academy. I greet you all in the name of Pan African and several years ago, not long after we purchased our campuses, I made a very regretful decision of allowing a homeless man who I thought was a true supporter, ex felon.
Um,
I didn't know he was an ex felon. But
Me either. Something had happened. He said there was an arrest. This was a long time ago.
so
Um,
if he's an ex felon, then why would he want to keep pursuing him? I mean, you don't aren't you still selling shirts at high schools, my nigga? And you in your 50s selling t-shirts to high school kids. But I digress.
mhm.
I made was an ex-felon, Mr. Donald Murray. Uh, he put his birthday up. I give a fuck less about his birthday. Um, to keep watch over our school while the electrical repairs were being done in our Honorable Marcus Garvey African Canadian Academy building, the smaller school. The only the only lasted the only lasted a few weeks as I soon had to dismiss him from his post for leaving the campus unsupervised overnight and without priority notifying me beforehand. Uh, after at that time, at that time, he was this he was dismissal. I volunteered to offer him a one-time uh, stipend of 3 grand in exchange for him to return all the school keys. Oh, so that's what he was saying. Prior to that point, I was giving him money out of my own pocket, but I was very clear that I couldn't keep that up. I couldn't keep that up, and if he wanted to start being paid as an independent. So
This-
what he was saying? Well, before I go on, you got any? What do you think?
Oh no, I was just gonna say Don gotta stop this. Don gotta stop it.
It's,
I mean, it,
that's him. that is all him.
Don
'Cause
gotta stop this.
I didn't know. I didn't even. First of all, I didn't even know that he was a two-time felon.
Yeah, he.
I didn't even know that.
You know what? Now that you had mentioned it, there was he was telling a story. This was a few years ago about how he, back in the day, he had been arrested or something. So, but anyway, Don got to stop this mess. He can't go forward like this.
Yeah, he wanted
Once
to.
they file that police report,
Yeah, at one point he was asking for the keys, and I guess Don got upset and wanted to fight Umar at that one point. And me and TC at the time we were arguing about something. I think about the same situation. I was like, let me call and talk to him. Let me try to talk to him. He said he ain't gonna talk to you. Soon as you know what? I'm just gonna say this. I had sent him 10 or $20 at that time just for support of the school. He called me, right?
Mm-hmm.
and he had explained what Don had done, and Tiffany can bear witness to this. Tiffany Griff can bear witness to this. But I don't want to get baby girl involved in this nonsense. This is what 3, 4 years later. She pretty much knows everything that happened and went down because she goes to the school. She traveled to the school.
Right. She drugged Dawn a few times.
That's crazy. That is freaking crazy. But you know what? I apologize, Emma. Um, where are
Hmm.
my manners? How have you been?
Oh, I've been good.
Really?
Fantastic.
Um, we miss you. We really do. Lisa included.
Who's Lisa?
Been feeling well,
Okay. Yeah. Well, I appreciate it. I missed y'all too. Um,
and I don't even want to play this last clip. You got some time?
Go ahead. Yeah, sure.
Did you hear what happened 2 nights ago on the Brownies channel?
No, I was subscribed to her. I don't know what happened.
J not JP. It was the JP and Flora show.
Okay. So they went, they were talking again.
They went at it. Was and it was more than what I had bargained for. I'm like, I'm from here on in, I'm out of it until what today's March, so they got until the 10th to go to court
Well, why are you saying that? That you're out of it?
because he's saying now that she struck him, but yet I don't see any mark. Apparently, I mean he's a dark motherfucker, so I'm not gonna see too many cuts like at this far away in the game. But I can see bruises on her. I can definitely see bruises on her. How he tried to stop her from allegedly hitting him, he took his elbow and jammed it into her chest,
Oh no.
saying that he was trying to calm her down.
He
Like
should
you
have
don't.
called up Uber. But I know sometimes, the options are limited. Um, but the
Did you?
elbow,
Let me finish. I forgot. Let me finish this up, and I will get right back to it. Let me finish this. You're gonna love this. Trust me.
And go and get it. Stop trying to destroy somebody else's or going outside and complaining about somebody else's. I remember when I first came to the States, like this 1% protesting that was going on. The 1%, the 1%, the 1%. First of all, y'all are on these multi-billion-dollar campuses protesting against the wealthy 1%. Your mom, your dad is the 1% you're talking about. People making, I believe, above $500,000 plus. Likelihood that you are part of that 1%. You're at least a part of the 1% in the entire globe. If you're living in America, you're at least a part of the 1% globally. So what are we crying about? Oh, you want what that person has, got you. Then work for it. Then learn towards it. Educate yourself. Develop the skills necessary. Take control of those habits, those nasty habits that you're allowing to destroy your life. If you do that, you will get your life back. That's the message that I stand behind. Not the white man did this, the white man did that. I don't put anything on any other man but me. Not my daddy, not my granddaddy, nobody. And I'm not waiting for somebody to give me something. Brother Dr. Umar, I understand that you may have a vision for the school for 20 years. That's supposedly not a finesse. At this point, anybody else who cared so much about this institution for black boys, this segregationist sort of institution, any other person would have collected the monies from somewheres, would have gone out there and gone and really got it, right? There is plenty of funding that is going around. Some of it just happens to be from the white man. So if you really cared to build that school, you would have. But my guess is it's been a very profitable venture to continue to beg your patrons, beg your everyday people, your fan base for money. That's one thing I made sure to never get into. If there is value delivered, then you are going to trade that value for value, right? People give me donations all the time. I maybe ask for one video or two videos out of more than 600-700 at this point. I'm not going to ask you for something if you don't believe that there was value. If you believe there's value, then you're going to want to give. You're already giving your attention and your time, which is your most valuable resource in essence, is that attention, that energy that you're giving to something, that you're giving your mind over to. So I appreciate and I value that. And I also know my own value, right? I'm not going to beg for crumbs. I know my value is.
Real quick, how many junior high schools, colleges, prisons, community centers has he visited?
Yeah, that's why it's like you read my mind by saying that. So with him, this guy that's talking, I'm sitting here like, okay, you're talking about Dr. Umar and doing these things because he is for the black community. That's why you notice he keeps threatening to call the police on Don, but he still hasn't done it. And Dr. Umar lets these people talk about him. I mean, and these people, like you said, as far as like the knowledge and the love for us as black people, Dr. Umar is steady doing the work. Like you said, by going to the prisons, going to the colleges, going everywhere, doing everything he does, making young people aware. And people like this guy, I don't know what all he's doing, but he's overshadowing, the bad. I mean, he's overshadowing the because there's no way in the world people can expect Dr. Umar to be perfect. Now, sometimes people need a little bit more fine tuning because I heard you compare him to Khalid Muhammad earlier, or with. So
no. I mean, I don't know if I did do that.
You didn't compare him, but you said him. Actually,
right. Can you imagine? Right? Can you imagine both him and Umar side by side together? Oh God, I'd have been in that. I was what, 13 at the time?
Yeah, because I think Dr. Umar is one of the people who come close to I think he would appreciate what Dr. Umar's trying to do. So I think you're right about that. Because Khalid Muhammad, he wasn't no joke. Like, he was straight up.
Heck nah, and he would have told this coon to go sit down somewhere, several distance. So this guy, Aquarius Wave, right? I know why he calls himself that. You should check. I mean, he has a couple. When I played, and like I said, this would be the last time I ever mentioned this dude, because he's just one of those sellouts. He has you're a tether, a sellout. He has. You just check out his his video and
If you, I
just
heard.
get a declare scare the distinction for yourself.
Well, I've heard enough because there's some other things I was gonna comment. I could comment on, as far as what he's doing, but it's like, you know, you got to get through the video. So, but
Oh no,
yeah.
I'm done. I'm done with this one because apparently there's this one I would want you to watch because you missed it. You missed a bomb burner. Here we are, fair use.
It wouldn't be that you won't be able to argue it. You would have known. And then she even admitted. She even said, I never punched her. I never kicked her. I never slapped her. I never scratched her. I never choked her. So how the fuck did you get hit? I literally was holding you down with my arm because you kept hitting me. And my kids saw it. My kids is right there. The fuck you mean?
Mm-hmm.
I thought you said the kids weren't really in the house, but I digress.
I ain't finna hear no brawl in front of my motherfucking daughters. You got me fucked up. Up here trying to get a story.
I never admitted to anyone I never admitted to anybody. I told the police you held your arms over me and I couldn't breathe. Uh-oh. I had to scream for you to get off of me. So therefore, it's like this. You admitted, he admitted it, to taking his forearm and forcing her down. Don't You're not supposed to take you're not supposed to take your forearm and force her down. You take your hands and put it on her wrists or put it on her arms and hold her down or escort her out the house because
And
she was
you see how he trying to be real loud with it, like to be more convincing and to add more drama to it.
Oh no. Oh, we going there right now. We going there right now. We going there right now.
Phone out your hand. But this what she literally said. Okay, let's play the video. This why the police was arguing with her. Because it didn't make sense at first. Okay, watch this.
I don't even know who to feel sorry for.
Where? Fucking doing? You didn't come here and smack your fucking arm on my face. No. Just call the landlord, get you removed. You a liar too. Shut the fuck up. You think you're gonna keep putting hands on me? I'm gonna ignore what you're fucking doing. You didn't come here and smack your fucking arm on my face. Right? It's such a for me to go fucking run. Wait, what did she say? I was gonna do what? Smash my what? What'd she say?
Replay. I hold on. I'm replay.
Are you listening?
I am. I'm getting. She's sending me pictures and stuff too. So.
Oh, okay, that's cool. She can send you millions of pictures. She said what? I did what to her face? Just call the landlord, get you removed. You a liar too. Shut the fuck up. You think you're gonna keep putting hands on me? I'm gonna ignore what you're fucking doing. You didn't come here and smack your fucking arm on my face. What'd she say?
She said you smacked her arm in her face.
That's what I went to jail for. And she showed them some pictures. Now watch this. This is the same video.
I don't know, but having a woman at home like that, and you want to do this type of shit, and you got kids in the house.
My bad. How you seen my the lighter?
Why do you have that on?
Where you see blood? The picture she showed you. Where? Where?
Okay, so she said she took this picture the same day.
Man, I don't give a fuck what she said. This is the receipt. She just got done saying that I done smashed my hand in her face.
She got
Police report. This is the Brownie. I'm not yelling at you. I'm not yelling at them. I'm just yelling. I'm yelling at the situation.
Let me clean my screen.
Okay, you seen that part, right?
Hold on. You talking about KKC?
Huh?
KKC?
Wait, what about
earlier, because I had seen there was a comment, and I thought you said CCC. You were talking about Cookie Crush, but KKC.
Oh, yeah. This. Oh, you mean this bitch ass?
But anyway,
You mean that bitch ass nigga?
I don't know if that's him or not.
Huh?
I don't know if that's him or not in your chat.
That is him.
Oh.
That is him. He's a stalker, just like his father. He's a stalker, and they both are bald-headed, stalking ass bitches. But where was I? All right. So you saw that. So you saw that part of the video, right?
Just now.
Watch now. You tell me. You're a woman. You know woman shit.
Right.
Tell me what you see.
I'm putting my camera too.
Right there. Don't her face look kind of puffy?
Yeah, it looks like. Well, now that I've been through the story and stuff, of course. But I can't see it like really up close. So.
Let's see.
Where? If I hit Florida, you would have known. You would have known, fam. True or false? The Brownie, don't just try to say some shit just because she's a female.
Oh god. At this point, I don't know. Because she did have like some red marks on the left side of her face. And or something was coming down her mouth. So I guess it was from the forearm, but she was, I guess she had got her hand caught and accidentally scratched her own face due to possibly the forearm being shoved down her chest so hard, right? I mean, allegedly, but Flora's not here to, this is a court of public opinion. This ain't a court of law. So I could just give my opinion, my assumption of what happened, because he said it.
I haven't said anything.
True or false? Have you ever seen a woman get hit, punched?
J Prince, hold on. I'm gonna give you some seconds to come up with a better.
All right, can you share my screen?
Look at the picture and look at her mouth.
All right, can you share my screen? This is what he told people: a chicken bone.
You mean her face? Not his face, her face?
A chicken bone peeled skin, part of my skin off. There's some actual scratch marks right here. This is 5 days after, on the 22nd, I took pictures of him making my face all puffy, right? The one that he said, oh, it don't look like nothing was going on over there, right? I'm gonna show you that one as well. Oh, sorry.
Ooh.
This is the 22nd. You can see underneath my left eye right here, underneath my eye, redness. I never look red like this. My face is never swollen like this. This is the 22nd. So I have this on the 22nd, and then the 27th, now my face is scraped up, and there was a piece of chicken bone that did it. This is what the court has. They have my swollen face. They know what I look like. This is not what my face looks like. But 2 separate occasions of him, literally, he even just showed y'all too. The 26th, yeah, a chicken bone, DB. The 22nd we fought, I took these pictures. The 27th, same day. You guys watch him smack the phone out of my hand. My foot, my lip is more split at that point. There's scratches around it.
Questions, inquiries. Like I said, you're the woman, so if let me ask you, if I were, let's just let's put it this way: if you got so upset that you had came at me swinging, right, and I took my forearm, this is what he said, took his forearm and slammed it or shoved it onto her, right? Trying to calm her down. And I forgot to tell you, he's 6'3", 250 pounds. So,
Yeah, no, hell no.
so with that being said, him being 6'3", 250 pounds, do you think that it would have been possible for him to actually leave a bruise?
Well, she could have left, but she shouldn't have to leave because she needs to get her stuff together and stuff before she leaves. Like, he should leave.
You say he should leave.
Yeah, he should have been leaving, not her.
I asked him that.
Yeah, he should be leaving because she can't just up and leave like that, you know?
I clearly asked him that. Let me see if I can find one out actually. Let me see. Okay.
Go grab one. A liquor bottle.
We're
Dude, you better go, man.
we're not lawyers. We're not judges. So let the courts decide what's go. She claimed to have marks on her. That's the only way we can go by.
A month later.
But you said, hold on. You said she hit you. You said she hit you, right?
Yes, she was up. Me and my kids was up there playing wrestling, right? Like we've been doing it since day one, right? Flora decided to be over dramatic, like, whatever the case, right? And she started swinging at me, right? I actually got the cuts and bruises of her swinging at me. So I held my hand out like this. I'm up here. She's swinging. She's swinging at me like this. I'm holding my head down like this with my hand up because I ain't finna hit her, right? So she's swinging like this. I got my hands down like this, holding her, pushing her to the couch. This is the couch, right? Push her to the couch. And she's still trying to swing up. So I use this and holding her arm like this. Dude, you better go, man. Quit trying to hit me, man. You better quit hitting me. And got up like that.
So if that was the case, why didn't you either leave or call the police? If that was the case.
Because exactly why I'm in the situation now.
What?
They ain't going off that shit.
I said leave or call the police. You either leave or call the police. It is reported that the neighbors had called the police on them like more than one occasion. Right? All because of her yelling and him acting all aggressive. So I don't know. That's crazy.
And like the way he's getting up and talking about this is the couch, and it's just
he was trying to nigger explain.
nigga explain.
He was just trying to nigger explain. Well, I don't know. That's for the courts to decide. That's for him and that's for him and the court to decide all that.
Mm-hmm.
Because she's gonna send. All he's gonna send is. I don't. He says he has the actual pictures, right? And then I heard the words, porn video.
Where?
Or no, I'm sorry, sex tape. I heard sex tape in there, but I'm gonna leave that alone.
Where is that?
Like Florida coming out with a sex tape, like what is going? I mean, he does corn bomb a lot. He trolls a lot, a hell of a lot. I mean, he records any and everything, and he did mention something about having six phones. What you doing with 6 phones, bro? And are y'all supposed to be on welfare?
Come on, bro. 6 phones.
Yep, 6 phones, and was all up on her phone. So she was cheating on me with a white man. Jeez. Let's see. Nah, and your boy's back too.
I don't see him back down there.
Nah, okay, I'll play it.
Be around each other, you drop one.
See him?
Who?
Simp guy?
You said the sun guy?
Simp guy, yes. Who is the simp guy?
Oh, D-Long, he back?
Yeah.
What?
Engaged to be married soon.
Oh, wow.
And already got, like 3 kids and 1 more on the way.
Okay, he's got one on the way.
Let's see. Let's see. They can go back.
I had a right to react to thank you for the cash apps, by the way. I appreciate that. Thank you. If you enjoying the content, support the channel, $. I am Brownie. Is knowledge on how to deal with people and individuals and how to
responses. Just quickly, right? People who don't know how to do content, they always think they can tell people what's going on. Right? The only way that you get copyrighted is if you're copywriting content, like legitimately.
What are you talking about?
I'm just saying in general, right? When people talk about things, it's because they don't know. Right? If it takes you a year. If the only reason why you got even the last 500.
This fat ass nigga gonna upload a video of them or her are getting into it with some, I don't know. But needless to say, dude, this is the reason why I hate YouTube. Because why are you all up in their business? I mean, it's literally 2-1 right now. But I just like, protect yourself, Flora. Protect yourself.
So, you said they're still separated.
Yeah, she's back. She's back home wherever she's from, and he's just chilling until the 10th of this month. And they was all over. It was Ronnie. Like I said, Ronnie did a good job. Ronnie did a good job. And yes, I did send $20 for Ashton to get cooked up. He's like, who sent the cash app? I'm like, I did, motherfucker. Now what you gonna do? He was like, and of course, JP saw me reacting to Flora. I said, you don't have to talk about this. That's all I said. You don't have to continue talking about this. And JP mentioned, so I forgot. I ain't paid too much attention to what he said. It is like, and then Flora spotted it. And of course, she's reading the chat and she's thinking, like, this is everybody thinks that me and We-On-Loc are doing such and such and such. And Ashton goes, you mean we on loan? So now I got to deal with that shit. And I said to Ashton, I said, you're one heart attack away from getting your ass whooped.
Forgive me, God. But he said your name was We-On what?
Loan.
Loan.
As in, I'm going to loan you some money. Try to say I'm something.
Or 2,000 subs because you put me off in your videos. That's the only reason why your channel grew. I'm just speaking in general, right? If that's the reason why your channel grew, then there's no way that you know anything about YouTube. I mean, we're talking about somebody who's been on YouTube for.
What I'm saying is, you had 3 live viewers and Tommy pulled up.
I got Flora in the motherfucking crib.
I had the video. I ain't never posted
the situation between y'all.
Because he can just get online and say anything, and because we were married, people are going to automatically believe him.
Man, he said you just joking. You know what? I mean, you kind of admitted to it.
No, I didn't make no jokes threatening shit. Your court date, it don't have anything to do with me. You're delusional. You're delusional. Delusional. You know exactly why you're going to court, yet you're online trying to talk all this shit about me, try to intimidate me, try to claim that you're going to do exposés. You really should not be talking online as much as you are, considering you have court.
J Prince, do you not think that some of the things that you do on here are hurtful? Even just joking about a sex tape, you don't think that could be hurtful?
No, he doesn't have any feelings. He lacks empathy. He's a fucking narc. I mean,
yeah, and this is the part where I say I'm gonna leave this show alone because it was messy throughout the whole night, and then finally Bronny had to calm him down because he was all up in his feelings. I mean, literally all up in his feelings. It's like, you send your shit, I send my shit to court, and we gonna let the judge decide. It was like, there's not one positive thing you can say about Floyd. He's like, It's like, yeah, we used to have fun and whoopie whoopie woo, and went down memory lane, and it just dropped. Because it takes a couple of people to actually calm him down to the point where he's not talking reckless. But when he doesn't get his way, he literally throws a hissy fit. I, uh, but it's gonna be some shit on the 10th. I mean, the bruise on his face, and she better not take him back either. She better not take him back. She better not take get this divorce and get out. Move on with your life. You don't got no. Thank God you don't have no kids by him. He talking about, oh, my thing work. She said, what thing? But you missed it.
That's his
You,
word.
you literally missed it.
I gotta subscribe back to Brownie's channel because I don't know what happened with that. I was subscribed before. I think I was.
Yeah, you. I think she's still on right now.
Okay, what you going over?
Huh?
I said you going over.
Yeah, I might go over. Have a good night.
Okay, well, it was nice talking to you, and thanks for having me up. Not unless you want
No,
me to talk about anything else right now.
don't you want to say something to your boy real quick? Since he
Who?
right there, he said, Don won the lawsuit,
He did.
and I followed up by saying, congratulations, he didn't get his money, and it's been 3 years.
Exactly. Um, but Don, he did win, and that's why I just keeping up the vandalism.
He won because I don't think did Umar show up?
Who, Don? Oh yeah,
No,
the only reason why he
Umar.
won because Dr. Umar didn't show up. Yeah.
Exactly. So that's an automatic win. Duh.
Yeah.
If you don't show up, and cake and Cooney Coon think that's an automatic. It's supposed to be like some type of dramatic win or some shit. If he would have showed up for court, he would have never got his money.
Um, yeah, that's why he won because Dr. Umar didn't show up.
But now he can. Now if he really wanted to, he can counteract that. If he really wanted to.
He should counteract it just because, year after year, I didn't realize it had been 5 years, and it's like year after year he keeps vandalizing the school. And you definitely don't want him to start doing that, if people, it's making it look like, if he tries to do that when people come up there and different stuff like that, it's a danger.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but he's gonna keep spinning it and whatever. But I pretty much give two frogs of a fat rat's ass what he does. And Lennon, as far as Lennon's concerned, he's still part of the problem. He is still part of the problem. Look how many videos that he's done over the years on Umar.
He's done so many videos. It has to
And
be,
right.
yeah. He's done so many videos. But he makes a lot of money from doing it. So
Oh, ooh. You said it. He makes money.
hmm
If something happened to Umar today, knock on wood it doesn't, what would he talk about?
um, he could get some content out of for a little while, and then after that, or he can keep it up because Dr. Umar, he is a legend. So
Mm,
yeah, he's a legend. So you know, he could still talk about Dr. Umar. Um,
yeah, for a little bit. And then that shit die out quick.
um,
That would completely die out. And I don't care what else comes up the street. He would be unworthy and unfit to talk about some shit. Cause
um,
did you know he talked about Corey Holcomb?
Corey Holcomb.
Yeah, the comedian.
I'm subscribed to his channel too. I just subscribed like not too long ago.
What 5150 Nation?
Yeah, he is funny.
Yeah, that dude got freaking roasted.
But who talked about Corey Holcomb? By who?
He got roasted by not Tariq. He talked about Tariq too. Um, he got roasted by Corey Holcomb like a couple of years ago.
Who, Lennon Honor?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, I didn't know that.
Yes, this man was. They caught him on a video in the park, talking some mess about Corey Holcomb and Zoe Williams, and the boy literally just got shut down like completely. And then of course I just played. I didn't know Claudia had passed away. There's a couple people that had passed away, but I didn't know Claudia had passed away. I was gonna bring that ass up here to this channel there, boy, and we was gonna have a combo, but too little,
Which
too late.
which one is Claudia?
Claudia knows everything about Lennon.
I don't know Claudia.
This she was in our sector for a while.
Oh, okay, you said she knows everything about Lennon.
Hmm.
And Lennon Honor, he was upset when they started talking about, like, even when they started doing that little bit of stuff. He was upset, and I know he tried not to show it, but it did seem like he was saucy.
Saucy about what?
Well, when everybody kind of reversed it on him and started like bringing up his stuff and all that, like he does Umar.
Oh, oh, you mean like the $1,000 card or whatever, gift card?
And then they talked about, a little bit about Lennon's past and stuff like that, and they were sending like fake messages to his wife and stuff. He was heated. He called the law immediately.
Well, I'm not gonna do that. That's going overboard. He putting his kids online. That's way overboard.
Well, yeah, I mean, he got past it because I don't think anybody really does it anymore. Like expose Lennon
Shit.
honor. Oh, they do.
Shit. Piss somebody off long enough.
See,
They
okay, I didn't know
and,
there was still.
and I get it, right? I get it. You're not supposed to talk to anybody's kids, but people don't. You got certain individuals, we know who they are, who don't give a damn. Just doing it for shock value, right? You literally have a person who has 12,000 subscribers, right?
Hmm.
And you got certain individuals that will do any and everything to reach up to that level and be the important guy, right? Just be the part of the family tree, the dysfunctional tree that is. And then, of course, you have to do some chaotic fuckboy shit to do it, right? You got to do as many shit shows as you possibly can. I know that because I did one with what's her face. Not gonna mention her name, and then Princella. I should do a thing on Princella again, see, but
Oh yeah, I'm still subscribed to her channel. I haven't watched it in a while, but
watch
I
out, watch out. She's turned into Kevin Samuels all of a sudden.
what?
But you didn't know? She's Kevin Samuels now. I'm surprised you didn't know this.
No, because I mean, like I said, I subscribe, but I don't watch it all the time. It's been a while since I've watched it, so I have to take a look at what she's doing. I thought she was still doing like the same thing.
She is doing the same thing, but in the Kevin Samuels red pill type of a way.
So what's she joining up with the men now?
No, but she's saying that women, since women don't listen to her or respect her or whatever, they still come over there. But she's doing like she's saying like she's implementing red pill stuff, right? And
Right.
then the whole Kevin Samuels thing came up, and it's like, oh, we want to be Kevin Samuels now.
Oh my dear.
Oh, we want to be Kevin Samuels now. Oh, I forgot to play this too. Hold on. And here's mere proof that the school is gonna open. Just watch. Let's see.
So I need a black roofer who know what they doing. We got this one little leak. Somebody got to patch it up. Anybody know a black roofer? We need a roofer. Please tell them to text me. Don't hate the player, hate the game. I get enough for Barack Obama. Nothing at all. Brothers and sisters, take my cell number. I want to give you my. We already behind the 8 ball. All y'all black women, y'all need to come together, put y'all money together. Everybody put in a couple G's. Let's get 2 or 3 of these properties. Black men, let's come together, start an LLC with everybody's name on it. Now in Maryland, I don't know if y'all have a philosophical exemption. And all them Negroes who was running around talking about, once Dr. Umar get to school, I'm gonna come do the electric for free. Yeah, I just made a decision. I said, listen, I'm gonna go with white folks.
Here we go.
Watch all the damn YouTube. I'm the damn king of YouTube. But when I say just help me look for some schools, I don't get no help. I can count on 2 hands how many black people in this country actually sent me school leads. Move the school shop. Y'all want me to do everything. Raise the consciousness, help the parents, save the kids, build a school, fight the snow bunnies. Y'all want me to do it all by my damn. And then when I don't do it fast enough, y'all get mad at me. Where's school at? Somebody said it's been 30 years. I didn't know I started going to school in high school. The reason it took us so long to get to school ready because the black contractors kept scamming us. So last year, I just made a decision. I said, listen, I'm going to go with white folks. I'm tired of this nigga shit. It ain't working. I called the white folks up, and here we is, almost done in 1 year. The white people did in 1 year. The blacks couldn't do it. Same money. I'm paying them what they want. This ain't free. Same deals. And all them Negroes who was running around talking about, once Dr. Umar get to school, I'm going to come do the electric for free. I'm going to go do the plumbing for free. They ain't doing a damn thing for free. Ain't nobody showed up yet with no free service at FMG. Stop the lie. They be all over YouTube. Yes, also good. And Lord Jamal ain't going to do shit. Autism.
We-On-Loc.
That,
You are playing with me right now. You're fucking playing with me right now. Because what is Dr. Umar going through?
what is he going through? Other than pain and agony, like I go through, but I kind of put myself in there because I mean I am a supporter. I am. But dig it. Would you support your mother?
Yes.
Would you support your father?
Yes.
Would you support your brother, even though your brother's been in jail?
Who?
I'm just making assumptions. Let's just say your brother's been in jail, right? Would you
Hmm.
still support him?
Yes.
You know what your mother and father would probably say,
What?
even though your mom might have a soft spot and your dad might be hardcore. She said, "What the hell are you?" He might say, "What the hell are you doing supporting your brother after your brother done did a crime that he should not never had committed?" And your mom just might say, "Oh, he did wrong, but I'm sure he's sorry for doing it. I'm not sorry for being a supporter." Of course, I question some of the things that Umar does, but overall, I can't think of one damn thing that he said was wrong speech wise. I can't think of one thing. What's going on in the black community? What's going on underneath it? What's going on behind it?
I can say something about what I'm noticing here and about what he's talked about, with organizing the black community. I think that it could have just used a look, some more organization here, with the school, with, the schedules, and just everything. I think it was a tad bit unorganized. But you
When you
know,
when you say a tad bit on or unorganized, what do you mean?
well, because I feel like he was doing a lot of traveling, you know, in the process of building this school. Very rarely have you seen where he's able to take a break, and just really focus on the school. He's done so much traveling, through this whole process. And that's what I mean. Just organizing and, making sure being upfront about what he can and cannot do as far as, different engagements and what he has to do back at the school. And just let people know I appreciate, your donations and everything like that. And that he can come just a certain way. I don't know how he does his traveling, but definitely, um, he's done a lot of traveling. So
Understandable, understandable. But let me ask you this: when did it stop the contractors from completing the mission?
and that's why I said organized, because
Because all
I'm
you
not having
doing is
anybody
going
doing
there.
nothing. I'm going to be somewhere on the scene, or I'm going to have some eyes, somewhere on the scene. And see, I don't know what people he has in place, because we seen an example of that when he had Don in place. We see what came out of that. So I don't know who he actually has in place to, stand on his behalf while contracting and stuff is going on. And that's why I said, it could be a little bit more organized. What Because um if he's not there, needs to have people in place that things are being done in decency and order and everything like that. So, and I think that was a major setback, because if you remember also, and I don't know why this wasn't done, but at the time he was doing a lot of traveling, but he had owed taxes on the school because he didn't finish filing his paperwork for nonprofit. So they taxed the property those years. And one thing they said was that once they taxed that property for those years, once he got that paperwork through, they were not going to take away, for the years that he owed where the paperwork was not done. I don't know if you understood what I just said, but
I
things
understand.
like that, being organized with things like that, because when you're going on the road all the time and he's, going this place, that place, and people have invited him and stuff, he needs to make sure that everything is done back at the school, or he has people in place for that. So I don't want to talk over much, but just for an example about the taxes.
Everybody's so concerned about taxes, which you ain't paying.
No, but hold on. I'm just giving an
I'm not
example
saying
of
you in.
how.
I'm not saying you in general, but everybody wants to know about the taxes. Taxes, taxes, taxes. I'm
No,
paying taxes. You
because what
paying
I'm
taxes.
saying is the importance of him filing that paperwork on time, because that money could have went towards, those dollars could have went towards the school. There were some setbacks, and that's why I
A lot
said,
of them.
you know.
A lot of them.
Yeah, and so that's the only thing I'm saying about being organized. I'm not saying I need to be worried about the taxes. I just know it was the taxes. It was a lot, and that money could have had easily gotten those renovations done and paid people. You
Oh,
know.
speaking of renovations, are we talking about the same renovations that people were bitching and moaning about the HVAC? We're talking about the same renovations that people were complaining about the water not working. We're talking about those renovations? About the electricity? We talking about those renovations?
And he's getting them done. But what I mean is that when we do, okay, you hopefully he learned from that. Just for example, and then
He
other
did.
things. Hopefully he learned from within this whole process of him trying to build the school. Because all I'm saying is that it could use to be just a little bit more organized.
Okay. And okay. In your opinion, what could you have done to help him organize the school properly?
What could I have done? Or
Yeah.
hey, I've done a lot. I've done a lot. I mean, I've always supported.
No, 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 no,
Not
no,
even
no, 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 no. I'm talking about if you were there physically, right? If you
oh,
were there,
physically.
yeah, yeah. If
I can
you,
help teach. I can help teach probably mainly. Just help with the different programs, or direct. You know, be a
okay,
coordinator.
Okay.
Event coordinate. Event plan, event coordinate, or I could just direct the entire um school.
okay,
Hmm.
okay. Okay. Let's just say for the sake of argument that you're right. He does need to organize a little bit more, and I would say quite so. That is very very true. However, when people talk about he needs to be more transparent, I think he was more transparent than people caught on him to be transparent. They just see trash, not trash, but like things being kept up, and still the tiles are still down and stuff like that. But yet they don't see, the walls being painted, which that school has gotten kept up quite fairly, in my opinion, versus
Yeah.
what was back then. But people don't appreciate this. People appreciate um, a guy with money he got a loan from the bank, and he's getting all the help that he can get, all the help that he can muster with government money, which he didn't get it. He doesn't accept government. He didn't go to a bank. He
Mm-hmm.
didn't go to a bank. He accepted it from, of course, donors. Now, what is the difference between you getting, what's the difference when it comes to the school, when it comes to getting things done? Can you get things done faster through government loans, or can you get things done faster with just black owned money, just donations?
I'll put it like this. I'm glad that he was able to go somewhere because, you know, um, people did donate, black people did donate a certain amount of money. So and I feel like they probably donated over the years more than enough to have that school renovated. So the thing is that um, I'm glad that he was able to go, somewhere else and get funds because a lot of people had, stepped away from donating, an extreme amount of people. And then when they started returning those, the PayPal and everything like that, I mean, money was
Mhm.
lost. It was like I said, and things need to be more organized with it. And but it's he hopefully he learned from all this.
And he
Um,
said he did.
and so
He's,
I'm glad he was able to, you know,
hey,
go,
Brownie.
yeah, get other funds.
He, he he said that, of course, he got things done faster with white contractors, and I mean, I would have told him it really, if I was there, I would have told him it really wouldn't have made a difference. It really would have made a difference because they would have been on your black people would have been on your ass regardless.
Because here's how it goes. There was some procrastination, and I know because I've procrastinated. And and when the reason why I say that because when he gets that funds from the government, I don't know how they, process everything, but the government, um,
Process as far as what?
how as far as is do they send him the money and he writes out the checks to the contractors or what? But at the end of the day, um, once the contractors get paid, that's when they do the work.
Well, what he would probably do is he would go around
They
and
do
get an
work to get
estimate.
paid or however it goes because once other people black people gave him the money, it was up to him to hire, you know different people. And like I said, while you're out traveling and you're all over the place here and there, you know you he needs somebody who's able to organize and step in and be there for the contractors. So I wouldn't, like you said, I think it would have been the same thing had he done things a little differently.
So
So now
basically,
that by
you
the
would
time,
want him.
yeah,
So basically, you wanted him to, like, just stay and with the contractors to see the job is getting done. I think he's done that already.
no,
He's
or
made
he
that.
have, that's why you have people, on the do that for you. But once, what I'm saying is, once black people
Hold on,
gave
hold
him
on.
the
Hey,
money,
you,
it's
hey,
up to him to write the checks out and hire the contractors. Like if black people give you money today and you wait till a year later or you wait till 3 months later to actually call a contractor, how is that black people's fault? That's
no, he
not
had
black.
no, he had contractors over there, according to
And
him.
like I said, hopefully this time he learned, now that he's getting this new funding, he knows where to go. He knows, as far as contract work, hopefully he's learned all of this. So I'm just gonna say I'm glad that he did find somewhere else where he can get funds, and
Mhm.
so he can get do his.
Let me see. Because he talked about this ad nauseum. Let's see. He did talk about the well, I ain't gonna have to say. He did talk about the contractors and how black contractors is doing. And of course the whole Don situation. We forgot to add that. We forgot to add the whole Don situation. So it's like damned if you do, damned if you don't. The boards were down. The boards were down for everyone to see the windows. And at that time, I was hyped because it's like, oh shoot, the boards are down. And
There,
cool.
so you're saying he was talking about actual professional black contractors that he hired that did not do the work, because there are a
Some
lot of
more,
good black
most than others.
contractors out here.
Now, I can't say because I don't know if they're licensed or not per se, because there are a lot of people who are hustlers that often say, "I can do this work for this amount of money, that amount of money, yada yada yada." So I can't say that. I can't definitively say that. However, if it were up to him, and this was 3 years prior, and I often said he's a bad that was a bad business deal, and that was basically on him. But of course, he had to go to the opposite side of the fence. And as you saw in the clip that I showed a couple of months ago, almost a year ago, they were in the building doing work,
Yeah.
right? They were in the building doing work. There were at least three or four, maybe five contractors there. Now, he did show that about the floor. We're not going to discuss the doors, but what I will talk about is the floors. Now, the floors are next, right? Put tiles down on the floors. I don't know why he wants the same color, but that's him. So get coloring on the floors in, I think, several rooms, because we are starting second through fourth grade. And then after that, certificate of occupancy, and he's done. And we're in March right now, so March 2nd. And so he did say he was coming there, so go back up there. So he did give I don't know why he did that. He did say to himself that he wasn't going to come up with any more dates anymore, but I'm not Umar, so he did come up with the date. And shouts out to Andy Stone's relatives and family. May she rest in power.
Mm-hmm.
Hot damn.
Yeah.
Hot damn.
I was very surprised when I heard that.
You know, people are killing people because of the truth. That's a damn shame. First, Gene Hackman died, then Angie Stone. God damn. All right. Please help us find floor tiles in these colored rooms. 2 classrooms each. 2 classrooms each. So you have yellow, red, blue, and yellow, red, blue, and green. Please help us finish the process. Help us finish this process. So what do you think? You think he's going to get finished in time for the school to open? People, you forget people go back to school in August and September. So
But why is it not open? Like, what does he need for the certificate of occupancy? I forgot.
I
Like,
told you, it's right there. Ain't you reading?
okay, he
He needs
needs.
he needs time for those.
So that's the last thing he needs, or what?
Yes,
Really?
that's the last thing he needs.
Wow.
The last thing that he needs, and then after that, certificate of occupancy.
Oh, great. So, um, you said, do I think he'll have it open before September?
Mm-hmm.
If that's all he needs, that should
But
only take like what? Not even a couple days. It probably take like one day for that.
one day,
You depend on how many people. How many room? He just needs 4 rooms done.
about that, maybe possibly he needed 6 or 7. That's why I said 7 rooms. But I mean, all
7
that can
rooms.
be done with a little bit of all that done, a little bit of help, whatever. But let's just keep that. Let's just keep that for now. 4 rooms, tiles on the floor. I'm not a carpenter. I break shit. All right. I don't create. I break. So I tear up the floors. You put them back together again. That should take, depending upon one classroom, a couple of days, possibly, maybe 4 or 5 days of work. Maybe, maybe,
You depend on how many people are doing it, because that
depending
should
on how
take.
many people.
Yeah.
Yes. And so let's see here. Uh, who is this ugly white girl? Let's see. I hate when he does this. I really hate when he does that.
What?
Let's see. Oh, I didn't know he did that. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. Oh, here it is. Um. All right, there. So, Team Pan African 20th year FDMG Academy Solar Eclipse Family Fest. So I don't know if he's possibly going to do another festival. That'll be the third. It should be the third and final one.
Yeah.
I'm thinking third and final festival, right? And then he opens up the school in. That would be genius. That would be freaking genius. Of course, people will be bitching and moaning about it, but it's what it is. Whatever.
Well, he shouldn't need. It shouldn't take that long just to put some tiles down there.
Shouldn't, but it all depends on how much you're asking for and how much you're getting them for, and who's going to put them down.
What do you mean? Like, he doesn't have the money to pay for it, or what?
I didn't say that. I said it all depends. I said it all depends how much people are asking. How much you willing to put? How much you willing to put carpet down for?
Oh yeah,
You
you
don't
said
want
a little
you don't want
something.
carpet because carpet stains. So you put what? Tile down. How much is it going to be tile per square? It probably be per square inch. It's like you got to measure that shit. You got to measure that shit out, and then you come up with the estimate, right? But we're talking 4 rooms.
So, you said that he got funds from the government.
He's got what?
You said he got funding from the government.
No, I didn't. I didn't say he had funding from the government. I said
Oh,
he
you
get
said he just hired white folks to.
yeah, white contractors.
Yeah.
What about?
No, I
Yeah.
was just saying he could use the funding he got from the if he got. So you said he didn't get it, so by the same time, he got funding.
Let's see. Apparently, let me see. 60 V is 60 V TV? Something like that? 60 V TV? Please say it's him. Please say it's it. Please say it's it. No! I'm pissed. Oh, anyway. Wait. Oh, sorry. M. Nope, that ain't it either. If I find it, I'll send it to you. What the hell? I'll send it to you if I find it.
What is it?
It's just some more evidence that Umar's gonna come out with.
No, I believe he's going to start the school. I'm just saying, next time,
And
he'll.
everybody's getting on me about King Randall and all these other people.
Okay.
King Randall opened up the school and he was 21 years old. Yeah, he was 21 years old, or excuse me, 22 years old. Umar was 31. What is, what is wrong with y'all? Hell, if you want, I mean, if he wanted to, I'd ask him, get your lawyer degree. Get your lawyer degree. Stop messing around. Go back to Ghana and hell, build a house. I don't know. With these ungrateful ass people, I'd have told him. You know what I told him? I said, fix the school, finish fixing the school, sell it, and go to Ghana. You already got your certificate of complete, not certificate of completion, your dual citizenship.
Yeah.
Just go to Africa and China. You get that you build things for cheap over there, and people will highly respect you. Not more than that, they Africans will respect you over there more than they would do over here.
I mean, there's a lot of people who do support Dr. Umar. It's just that when for the people who did fall off, you I don't know if he was ever able to regain that type of momentum in the donations. Um,
I mean, he's gone to a whole bunch of places. I mean, Jesus, you forget he's been here in Las Vegas. So from there, he's uh let me see. I think I put that. Nope, it's right here. See that? So that's my third. That would have been my third meeting with him, and I could have had said something, but I was tired. It was cold outside. And I just wanted to go home. So I texted him. Was like, "Yo, text me back, fam."
um,
So we all know. So we all know who shut his cash. Who helped shut his cash app down, right?
right.
So that would be Don.
Oh, Don. Okay.
We all know who vandalized the school. That would be
Don.
Don. Okay. Who doesn't want this school to exist?
Don.
Lenin.
Lennon. Yeah.
So you have a combination of Don Lemon.
And then you had, I think at first it was AAS, but now I don't think she does his stuff anymore.
She does it on a sneak tip, but
Okay.
I haven't been over there in years. So Hit like, share, subscribe. Hit like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Hit like, share, and subscribe. I have not seen or heard from anyone except for you and this vagabond who hates to show his face, even though it looks all fucked up. But anyway, I haven't seen anyone. I talked to D-Darrell a couple of times. And he's doing his content. He just
Yeah.
doesn't. He does it so early in the morning. I can catch up to him, man.
Well, it was like when people came over from the sector, it was like you was ready to go to it. Like you,
I was, wasn't I?
yeah.
I definitely was, wasn't I?
It was like you were ready to kick everybody out, and I was like, so maybe that's why you haven't heard from anyone.
I mean, it'll be good to see the old fam again.
Yeah.
But there's just one person I just want to avoid. Other than that, I just say, hey, what's up, happening? I saw a remix the other day. It's like, I want a punk and then oh shit.
Yeah, remix.
Proton is never gonna change, is it?
No.
Photon is never gonna change.
No.
You will stay Photon forever. Carrie, same way. She is
Yeah.
never gonna change.
Nope.
It's a good thing I stayed away. Shit.
They don't really bother me, so I still go over there. I mean, I don't have
Those,
a problem with anybody, so
the only person in that sector, well, there's another person in that sector who's absolutely doing the damn thing, and that's your cousin.
yeah.
I miss old eyes.
You subscribe to her channel, right?
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Well, I'm gonna be. I'm possibly gonna be doing a show, and she said that she would come. She would be on with me, with our guests. So
Oh,
hopefully you can come too.
you gotta send me an invite.
Okay.
I don't want any surprises.
It's gonna be with Dr. Amos again. Hopefully I can get him.
Oh, bet. Hold up, brother, hold up. All right, my daughter's looking at me crazy, so let me get off on here.
Okay. See you next time. Thank you.
All right,
All right.
Bye bye.
and that and that
Yo, what's up, YouTube guys?